What is an informational interview? It's a way to establish connections with people in career areas that interest you. Through these connections, you're able to learn about what they do and how they progress to that point. An informational interview is a relaxed and useful way to sharpen your perceptions of the job or career you've been considering, develop familiarity and self-confidence in your career interests, create a network of contacts, learn interviewing skills without the pressure of an actual interview, and make a personal impression. How do you set up an informational interview? There are several ways to develop networking and contacts. You can start with family and friends, the Colby alumni community, LinkedIn, and professional associations. If you're writing or using email, make sure to clearly state your purpose. Remember, you are not asking for a job, just information. Make sure to also establish a personal connection with your contact. For example, if he is a Colby graduate, make sure to mention you are a student. Finally, when setting up an informational interview, you should ask for 20 minutes of a person's time. This is a good amount of time that people are usually willing to commit to. How do you prepare for the informational interview? Know the name and title of the person you are meeting and do research about the industry, company, and position. You can look at their LinkedIn page for this information. Do as much independent research as possible prior to your conversation. Working people do not have time to give you a complete overview of their occupation, and you should be informed and able to ask specific questions. Prepare 5 to 6 questions. You might not get through all of them, but it's useful to have some backup questions just in case. Here are some sample questions. What is your typical day like? How would you describe the company culture or work environment? How did your college education prepare you for this job? What would your advice be to me about looking for work in your field? There are more questions on Career Link in the Informational Interviewing and Networking document. What do you do after the informational interview? After your interview, make sure to take notes on the responses of the person you talked with, your general feelings about the occupation, and new facts and understandings. Finally, make sure to write a thank you note immediately. Doing it via email is usually appropriate, especially when time is short.